It is time to upgrade our tools. It seems our shenanigans have attracted a crowd. Help, I am trapped inside of a bunch of ducks.
Oh my God!
We about to do something even I'm afraid to do. So, I'm pretty sure you saw that that crater in the beginning. We're about to utilize beds and explosions to find netherite. Now, I am particularly afraid of dying and losing all my junk. So we're gonna do this, but it's gonna be as safely as I can. I'm gonna place this bed, and I'm gonna back up just a little bit. Hello. Hi, buddy. Hey, I don't like that every time. That's why I don't like it. I don't like this every single... Oh, every time I use a bed. I've still got no luck. Okay, I went past the piece of gravel. I thought it was a sponge. Something's going on. We finally found one. And it looks kind of neat. Now, we didn't end up with a ton of netherite. However, we got enough to upgrade 4 of our tools real quick. And that is going to help us in the long run, because we've got to dig out a massive area. And I don't feel like running back to my skeleton spawner every 2 minutes to repair a broken tool. No, I don't. We have finished the task at hand. We have had a little bit of help towards the end. However, the task has been completed. Now all that's left is to build it. We've gathered, I think, if not all, but most of the materials that we will be needing for this monumental build ahead of us. And we're not even done with it. No, that's just the walls of this build. But either way, it's time for a building time lapse. Yee-hee. It is finished. Oh my gosh, that would have probably looked very short for y'all, but that was not a short time at all. I hope y'all have enjoyed the build. We're gonna go do something that's not building for a bit. I need to introduce you to one of the new mobs that I have as a pet now. So let's go over there and check him out. I'd like you to say hello to Asher the Ghast, our new buddy and accomplice on the server. Now, while we've been flying around and exploring a bunch of different things, there is an area that I definitely need to show you. So we're gonna head over there real quick. So we have found absolute peak terrain. We got a few people with us. And what I was thinking, don't mind that, that's just Distant Horizons being Distant Horizons. But I feel that this could be a server-wide project. We could come here, a lot of the teams together. I'm not going to show the coordinates on the screen at the moment. We could get a lot of people here and build a bunch of different things, right? And just absolute amazing terrain everywhere you look. This, to me, screams builder's paradise. I cannot describe it as anything other than that. There is 2 snowy mountains next to each other, and the terrain around it is absolutely gorgeous. Now, there's something incredibly special about this one, right? You have this little area over here. You've got some amazing terrain generation through here. You have mountains, hilly areas. You've got flat areas, a variety of trees, all kinds of stuff, right? But there's something really special here. You see how this one is just kind of like the other one, right? But instead, it has a valley leading up to it. Could you picture all of the server coming together, not necessarily building huge projects, but even if it's just a small project here, a small project there, a little along the way, and we can turn this into something absolutely beautiful, intertwining server lore and all this other stuff for people to find. And I think that would be amazing. So M87 sent me a teleport request, and I have no idea what's behind me. And it says to slowly turn around. I'm seeing this giant thing in the to the right, which I think that's Salmon's build. What is that? What in the world is Thanos doing here? I have no idea why or where and who, but apparently now we have a Thanos tweaking out in Minecraft. What have we come to? What in tarnation is this? Why is this fish so big? This has got to be the biggest salmon I have ever seen. Never a dull day, I tell you, on the server. We need to get back on track here after all them shenanigans, though. And no longer are we a tent dweller. We have upgraded. Now, this took a little bit of time to build, but it was worth it. This is a good little in-between build. We're not done with it, but it looks pretty good for the time being, and I'm going to show it off a little real quick. We have a nice little interior. It's not fully matching the Crusader vibe. I understand that. However, sue me. I wanted a TV, okay? I am an American after all. Anywho, we have begun writing some server lore about our team and about some of the things that are going to be happening with our builds in the future. I just wanted to show you guys that I am a potato muncher by choice. I have plenty of other options for food. I just eat my potatoes. Choice of food aside, we really need to get to working on some villagers and some more farming stuff. This ain't enough. No, unfortunately it is not. However, this giant area is nothing but a work in progress. You go down this corridor, this hadn't been done. This right here is only halfway completed. This is a lower build, by the way. This is meant for Honfoi, the character that I'm playing in the game, etching and creating the armaments and the weaponry for his battalion. I need to get me another mace so I can use it as a hammer here because, yes. But anywho, I'm kind of a bit torn. I want the villagers, but I want the farm. Mainly being, I need a bunch of bone meal. And I'm tired of killing skeletons for bone blocks, mind you. So this feels like a higher priority, but that also feels like a high priority as well. So what we're probably going to do is bounce back and forth. Right. Let's get infrastructure here and infrastructure here. Let's get some more farms made. Let's get some villagers getting going. I can lay out the basis of both and make the rooms look pretty later. And that's probably what I'm going to do. Because I don't have a ton of copper. And we may be hitting up a couple trial chambers to strip them of their resources. Because waiting on this is worse than watching paint dry. And I have actually watched paint dry. Now, I'm not one to do public service announcements very often. But stealing and griefing on the server, to get you banned. So you're going to see a picture on the screen right about now of the affected area that was taken by Micro. He's the server owner, server admin, and things like that. And he wasn't able to be here to clean it up. So the other players had to take care of it. And I believe the Ravenwall team and a few others were the ones that tackled the task. I ain't too sure myself on who all did it, but it's gone now, and the person responsible is no more. This has been your public service announcement. Back to the video. I haven't had the most time to work on this, but the server has not been back online for very long. The server had did some migrating and stuff, and with the maintenance and junk, but we've got some stuff dug out now. We've got some things working. We got 2 more farms planted, which adds in more to the lore than any kind of functionality, but we can still harvest this for supplies as we need it. But here's the main kicker, right? Right now we're waiting on some copper doors to oxidize, because what we're planning on putting down in this little area in the branch is a bone meal farm. So we are going to be getting to that in the next episode. I've run out of time for this one. This video is taking way too long to get out, and unfortunately, I need to go ahead and post this in. But what we're going to do for the next one, I'm going to dig out this area over here for the villagers. It's not going to look pretty. We need to get Tweedledee and Tweedledum over here into a villager breeder so we can start setting out where they're going to be and what trades we're going to lock in. And with the Dungeons and Taverns add-on, with the, I think it's either a plugin or something, or a data pack that they put onto the server, we can get some special villagers. But yeah, I want to make sure that at least my bone block shop can always stay in stock without me having to AFK at the skeleton spawner 24/7. So we're going to be setting this up. Well, since that's all the time that I have for this episode, I hope to see you in the next one, and y'all have a good one. Yeah, buddy.